Hi there, I'm Steve Knutson. I'm a Microsoft MVP for Office Apps and Services. Today, I thought I'd talk about Viva Insights, and this is a interesting tool that Microsoft provides as part of the Viva suite, which is it's a tool really for helping with your well-being and productivity. Now, this tool is actually something that I've probably started off hating and come to love. So, why do I hate it? Well, when it first came out, I'd received these emails that pointed out all of the things that I was doing wrong in my day. I wasn't taking breaks. I was continuously connected to work 7 days a week. And I'd get to the end of the month and it would say you had 0 days off. I'd be reading my email early in the morning. I'd be reading email late at night, replying to things and so on. And this tool is really kind of, I guess, this is at the first level, pointed out to me that really this is not really the right sort of habits to have. And secondly, it's helping me break some of those habits. So let's have a wee explore about Viva Insights. So the first thing you need to know is that Viva Insights is installed into Teams. You click onto the three little dots down the bottom down here, and then you can choose Viva Insights, which adds a little app onto the bar here. When I go into Viva Insights, I get this first screen, which has a few interesting things on here to start with at the top of the screen. So on the right-hand side, if I haven't already done it today, it has a "Tell me about your day, how are you feeling?" question, and you rank yourself on here. You can then go through and review your history. And this is a demo environment, so I don't have much in here, but you can review your history where it will basically show, why it is you don't like Mondays, or why you think, thank God it's Friday, or what's happening, what's happening during the week that on a particular day that might be something you need to focus on. What makes me happy? What doesn't make me happy? Those sorts of things. So quite useful, I think, as you build this over time. It'll help give you an understanding of yourself. And this information is private and personal to you also. So you can't be shared with your boss, for example. Down here, it's also got the ability here for activities you can do. Now, one of the nice things about this is this send praise. So if I go send praise, I can, as a manager, it will give me a list of my team, or people that I work with regularly, and I can go into here and type in the name of a person that I work with, Ella, and I'm going to send Ella a message here, and I can send a bunch of different badges. So I've got for being awesome, for courage, having courage, optimism, inclusivity, just a thank you, achievements, etc. Lots of bunch of things in here. So I'm just going to say a thank you. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into here and I'm going to say thank you for the great work and for coffee. Once I've done that, I can preview this and it'll give us a little card. You'll see it's got a little thank you card. And if I send that praise, I can also go and send it either to, I can either send it to as a personal note to a one-on-one chat or to a team. And I can set reminders for myself to do this, and it will remind me who I've sent praise to recently. So as a manager, it's quite a useful tool. Nice way to keep in touch really quickly and easily with your team and give quick feedback for people, and keeps the history of it as well, so you can sort of keep track of what's going on. On the screen here, another thing which is useful is this bit here, this take a break. Spend a minute focusing on your breathing to reduce stress. So that's a good idea. Let's hit the start button and see what happens. So what happens is we'll get a little video tutorial, which will take us through a mindfulness exercise. So in this case here, we're all going to get Zen together. So I want you, while you're watching this video, to do the same thing. So we're going to breathe in and breathe out. Right, now we won't run through the whole thing, but let me just tell you this. Once you've done that, you'll be prepared for scrolling down the screen to where you'll start seeing your to-do list and your calendar for the day. Now, if yours is like mine, you probably needed to do this deep breathing beforehand and probably again afterwards and maybe midway through. But nevertheless, remind you to do it. It might seem a little bit kind of, new age, but hey, that's cool. It actually does make you feel better. Along the top here, we've also got the Stay Connected option. Stay Connected lets me connect with my team members. If I'm a manager, I want to schedule a one-on-one meeting with my team member. It finds a gap in my calendar. It sends the invite very nice and quickly. Saves you a lot of time, especially if you've got a busy calendar like I do. So it's going to do all that hard work for you around finding spaces in each other's calendars. I can also protect time. So in protecting my time, I can create some focus time to really focus on those big tasks. My day, if it's starts off on a Monday with a whole bunch of stand-ups and planning meetings that happen at the beginning of the week. It carries on through a lot of my Tuesday, and then finding gaps in my calendar where I actually have time to focus on a large or complex task or something that requires thinking is hard. So booking focus time really helps to do that. The only habit I've got to break now is booking other things in my focus time. So that's a bad habit, something I'm still working on. I'm sure some of you will be the same as me and you can relate to that. But nevertheless, it's trying to encourage habits. They do say that it takes a time to build a habit. So something like keep this up for a month and then you'll start developing that habit and you won't be forcing yourself as much as you will at the beginning. And then finally, we've got this inspiration library. So the inspiration library gives us a bunch of useful things from Harvard Business Review, from Microsoft, from Thrive, lots of different content on here, which is useful. Here's a good one: how to say no after saying yes. That's a great one. And also things like managing through crunch time. So watch out for your burnout. So this sort of stuff is quite useful to watch. You've actually got to take on some responsibility yourself to actually take the time to watch it. But trust me, if you do, you'll learn a lot about how to work better, and you'll come away feeling better about yourself and your work and more engaged. So hopefully that's been a good, useful little intro to Viva Insights. There are a whole bunch of other Viva tools as part of the Viva suite, but today Viva Insights is a good one to get you started. So hopefully that's been useful. I hope you're use it and develop some better work habits like I have. I'm still work in progress, of course, and I'm sure that you are as well. Anyway, have a good day. Thank you.